cells and also take objectives eventually, even though it's not as powerful as OG. Well, make this driver on play, trying to actually catch somebody who might find S4 here. Tiger with the slow cast, not gonna bounce, so there it is. Insania coming through with that lift into the Burrow Strike. This should be a dead Beastmaster, so Alliance blaming the first blood onto Mika, the best hero to get it on. And they'll also still be able to secure a few of these bounty rolls.
Now we
get aggro lane here.
Good stuff.
Yoda's hanging around in this off lane. Yeah. We're making a rotation gear, not gonna waste any TPs or even time on or experience points. Sometimes you have that, you don't identify that quickly enough, you still want to switch lanes, but you want to hold on to your TPs so you can be ready for the follow-up switch if that happens. Maybe miss out on a few creeps of CS, but, well, not this time, that quickly. Making that choice quickly enough. That is not what I expected there. Witchstalker, not even that far forward, but boxing Tiger aims to bring him down regardless. Yep. Gonna get worse, but Foxy, I mean, this is the safe lane, but he's still in that off-lane position because of that. All left to fend for himself. He does have the Mango in case he absolutely needs it, but he does have enough mana for another Burst Strike to just get out and buy himself some space. So, it is what it is. He's still gonna get a whole lot of levels. This is the one difference where it's a little bit harder to maintain lane equilibrium if you're that off-lane.
Denied.
Well, Tiger's there, seeing some experience here, trying to help out as much as he can, but there's a cast. A lot already being done to Boxy. But the Maldek takes here is going to bring kind of low. He's already out of region, he's munching on his last tango. So might actually back off, can't even go towards the shrine. Tiger doesn't region either, so OG sends an opportunity here perhaps to zone him out even further. Not just one, but both of them. Meanwhile down bottom, Insane. I think actually also down quite low. Jarex not easy to punch him down, even driving the tower into the axis. Will be finishing the job as full. So I think a kill for himself here. Loda, not a whole lot he can do with level 2 Luna at that point. sure we'll see that eventually. Chased out as this 4 very aggressively. Just top lane, no tail now. It will slow down. Nice little burst strike here with the extra right clicks from Tiger. Rivet Knight is still level 2 and turn around from Fly with the cast is still gonna get that kill. 1-4 Trader Joe's make rotation here. They'll make it. Oh, burst strike! Boxy just in time to dodge that stop and he gets the bound to and throws troubles. The Sunstrike, no! It's not enough damage. It's all good. Oh, it landed. Resolution, it's been on the mark with these, even without a setup. Bottom lane though. Finds his puzzle too. Tiger with the instant rotation down to the bottom lane. As soon as lockdown hits, Alliance just put a foot on the gas essentially. Just say, hey, I'm here, then I'm here, I'm gonna get kills everywhere I go. Yep. This is what you need to do. You're trying to throw a wrench in their plans. You do anything you can to slow down this draft because you have a Beastmaster, you have a Lycan. They're always going to be good at pushing and taking objectives and taking any sort of skirmish middle lane. I think skirmishes as one the cast already used here. Okay, with the yeah, he's actually dead already. Verify Gaming, but yeah, the Maldic's taking enough to get that kill at the same time. Also make a play on a Beastmaster on bottom again, so realizing, hey, might lose this fight mid, but there's no rotation, so we can go a little bit aggressive in the other lanes. Also another point here, Resolution can catch up with a lot of Sunstrike kills. We haven't really seen them be able to set that up for him just yet.
I'll take your tribute.
Might see it now though. Jarex is still smoked up, Fly not so much. There was something, still nighttime. Tiger doesn't have that advantage, lift up, into lose some team level 2, crazy amount of damage now. ResOG will show themselves a stomp though, off the mark now, no tail, on half health already. I think they cancelled the self, yeah, it was right click from load or something to cancel that immediately, so now he just has to rely on space region, which is ridiculous with also the Tango going on top. Alliance, they kind of dodged that.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
Thank you, in general, a lot of these are at that point flying. Get going on, slow down and staying there with the lift, but no doubt posturing progressively here to cast. Will they get lucky? Oh, they will, but already on tier 1 tower. Same time down bottom. That's a roll, that's a Sunstrike. S4 almost dying himself, but almost quite enough. Wasn't even roll, it was just fighting this. Coming the stun, gets through onto Rubik. Rubik being trying to slow it down, but he's already dead. Oh, that's on a half health. Might want to fight the Tiger. So strike on 2 as well. Boxy with the rotation is fine. No tail. Can they find more Fly with a TP now? Another burst strike not going to be available. With the right clicks and the crossing now with top. Not enough to kill Witch Darkness. That's 1-for-1 up top. Yep.
Well-gotten gains.
Gonna go again, Loda. Yeah, he's dead. The roll on the Sunstrike. That's the combination that we were talking about earlier. I like this decision as well from OG, just in general. Just not really slowing down, especially with daytime hitting. Now it's their turn to up and go for these kind of high-speed plays. And oh wow! See them rotating with a haste on Boxy. Into their own high ground. Feels very powerful now. Just right click us forward a little bit. That's a good cash on Resolution.
fortify their structures?
Dire's bottom tower is about to
Okay, with farming down at the
flounder.
bottom. He's skipping behind the tier 1 tower so the creeps can do their thing. Looking where it is.
Denied.
Team's balanced. Up. I see stuff here. Loda trying to bait something out. Insane. He's the one who
Dire's
stunts instead.
bottom tower has fallen.
Lane. Okay, make rotation down here. Open Notable its way through trees. And now let's get this ultimate off. They're buying a little bit of time. Central already used his Q and a couple of right. Okay, Mega. Just drop the hammer. Hasn't feel plenty enough. And Sunstrike up top. Will secure Boxy after the storm. There's Eclipse though. Isolated and a couple of heroes fly. Will drop to Loda. Him and Insignia still below on Alphas. As Fontrax looking to turn it around. No roar or anything else available. He's sitting on the tower now. Has to turn around. But there's the damage from Jax. So plus 60 though. Like 2 heroes or something. Lights on the edge. Get out. Yep. Pretty good. And that's reflected in net worth 4k and beyond on the OD, 2k on the Invoke. Hasn't gone for the super quick Midas, he has some confusing items with the... And again, half bouncing back, Insania. Well, he's insanely dead right now. There's so much pressure on this lane from OG. They really want to just keep Loda from losing anything.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gotta go and Berserk will be off the mark though. They still get the lift. The epicenter, the water is 4. Should be fun reward. Also pushing Boxy away. Nicely done from S4, but it's not gonna be enough. Loda can secure the kill. The blue beam, the chooser to give it out there. They're coming through. The Sunstrike off the mark though. Berserk onto the other Titan. He is dead now. Alliance gets another one and OG. Don't quite do the numbers correctly. See your math right there, I guess. Yes, the Midas queued up now. And he is the Aquila with the drums. It seems...
I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are Radiant using echolocation?
Yeah, I'm with the thing is, so far Resolution hasn't really been fighting apart from these skirmishes mid and going up Sunstrike, that's where his skills came from. So, that's kind of the disconnect, right? He's just jungle farming, but he's still going for these fighting items. Oh, for the power, the rock comes through on top of the storm, Sunstrike on the on OD, make it still alive, techy enough. I got Burstrike on the Invoke, and they do bring him down. Oh, do they? That is. They do get the trade though onto Boxy as well as Tiger. Eventually, he has named him. Runs him down. Guess that's what you were talking about, an extra bit of tankiness. Locking in Alliance on this kill attempt a little bit long. Lift, yeah. I'll pull up that intelligence again. And bottom lane, Loda doesn't want Eclipse to throw out, but if he stops, that's the Jarrett will punch him to death. He's quick enough to speed now. And instead, they have S4, they catch him with a burst strike. And the mid-tower, I mean, it's also where Ruby comes in with the Fateful, just using bouncing between all these creeps, limiting the amount of damage that they can take out, they can throw out. On top of the glyph being used there. So, in the spirit. Did Jax realize that it meant to his book heroes? Might once he realizes that he's getting a gajillion tons of damage.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
That's also the good thing where you're running a Luna. I mean, Loda has been under so much pressure, whereas Mika got the advantage of that because of that, because he's consequently not under this much pressure here with like 3 heroes in the lane at all times. But the difference is Loda does have window counter to us. Now, another raw, full-on Invoker combo. Mika, let's have the improvement, the first strike, instant re-initiate by Alliance. Mika still alive to bring down Resolution, and also Finest 4 with the hammer, just to make sure he cannot really kill Mika. And yeah, they've just been there immediately. Boxy as well, especially on this tanking, it's been so crucial. They do run that load out on the other side, so okay, this time it doesn't get away, but I mean, you're talking about the Sand King, their only real super reliable stun, and it's been where they needed to be every single time. I want to get gone on here, but with the Shrine, he's staying alive, still doing a ridiculous amount of damage to Mika. And he's the one who's dying instead. Insane against the ultimate steal and running this around again. Boxy, look at Lee's sort of trade. His ultimate does run out. He will give his own life. He's got a lot more money for Mika though.
Pressure.
I think they might want this mid-tier 2 now. Loda only forced out of his side jungle as well, with Barracks reflecting from the Spirit. The rest of OG just sitting on the high ground waiting for someone to walk in. That's like after the stun, Loda down to half health. The old Spider looks with force out in from box here. They get the kill onto Jarek eventually, one would think. Just lose BMX a couple of right clicks. I didn't want to jinx it there. I almost did, but the stomp stolen.
Scanning for enemies.
The chance that it's going to be channeled up, no slowed down by Tiger as well.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Very easy kill. I mean, it's 5 POC. Any kill like that will always be easy. Right up this though? Side of the map, looking to pressure and at least some trade or force reactions back. One still drops it. Yeah, but the initiation here, Boxy with the first strike. They're looking for the kill. The stomp, so much damage here stolen from the Rubik, and letting him sleep until Loda gets here. Could be a part of that. It's black and hell indeed. And OG there, yeah, I mean, they're keeping slowed down, and I feel like they have a lineup that's should already almost be looking at these tier 2s and chipping. Mika tried to be fancy there just to snipe resolution, but didn't quite have that intelligence differential that he needed. So let's look at this. This is the ultimate that they can do. With Beastmaster Lycan, it's a very easy roach. He's in the hands of rotate as he's feed himself an item slot. Alliance are still moving that, like they want to smoke once nighttime hits again. All kind of huddled around this one general area in the map. Put some vision out in the jungle so we can figure, hey, probably they're in the side jungle on our side of the map here. Explore, not quite showing just yet. Let's get Madness now, Dragonlance, Dora. He's caught up to zone B. That's good. At the same time, though, OD is kind of falling behind just because Lycan farming so well with towers going down. The kills that he's been able to secure for himself. Now split up, so yeah, Flying Hotel will be joining with the rest of the team. Resolution, the only one completely elsewhere on the map. Yeah. And I think about it's not to expire though. You have another one seeing these rotations in and they weren't smoke.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Well, they see Fly. I should figure out what's happening now. Ready, Boxy, has the first strike out. The cooldown after another couple seconds. This tower will go very, very fast. And Lions not quite in position to fight this, but decide, hey, back off here. At least make sure that the bottom lane is not sharing the same fate to the split.
Is under attack.
Yeah. OG, right back at it again. Here they get length timings, they have that Aegis in their pocket. So they are the ones making these aggressive moves. Leverage the power.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
It's sinking, just like your ships. Damage. Gold remains.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Now they're eyeing up as 4. We see him very clearly here with all of extra vision. But a straightforward kill on a particular hero with the axes, also including more things. Not only that, and this time no one else on the side of the Alliance in a position where she can get that easy counter. He wants it in, yeah, and he's gonna get it too. Right? Yeah. Resolution takes it away, so I don't know. And maybe looking for more. The silence not really going to do anything. Make us down to right click away. So both these triggers, but oh, see, this is the burst, right? Doesn't really matter all that much. He would have come back. Still a minute left on the Aegis. That's the second step on now in Resolution 2, so he's fully fight ready now. Yeah. going on S4, tries to turn around for the wall, but does get silenced up. Boxy on the high ground, walking in, full start forward, Blink Dagger on the 3 here, doesn't quite find the angle for the burst strike though. Now he gets the downboard, no, Mega, the save. Can he make it stay out? Lift, burst strike to the side here, the cast come down because of the inlets. There's still down below, the kind of drop low fly, isolate from most of those teams. Some comes through onto the Luna. It's very, very dangerous again. With the safety, Epicenter comes through his box with Judge Body. Aegis is done, that's 4. He's dying after his life. He will not return Alliance with the perfect timing to stop a step from Jarek, but he's not going to be doing anything with that. Triple kill for Tiger of all people.
Under attack.
As Alliance take a huge team fight, and now, guess what? Mid-tier 1, they've been able to chip at it until now, but that just means free money available after that kind of team fight.
Under attack.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower can't handle this game.
Dire's top tower is about to take
Radiant's
the
middle
blood.
tower has fallen.
I mean, even without that, OG could have been like, oh yeah, we're fighting on the shrine, it's gonna be fine. They got a whole lot of heals out of that, but he wasted so many spells. The Roar on Sunstrike just completely counted out Nick with that Astral Imprisonment. When Loda was through and stomped up in the front lines, he threw another one defensively. That was so crucial for Alliance to just waste these kind of spells and make sure that the power is actually on their side. Yep. Can OG still get the momentum out? I mean, with everything in this game, this gold graph has gone back across the 0 line again. So, but there's a lot of extra experience on Alliance, so that's the only kind of momentum I have. Yeah. But especially already vulnerable. Bit of chip damage earlier. Because showing himself first. Initiation though, you don't really have to blink or anything. Directs. He has a meteor hammer, but it takes even longer to channel up than a stomp.
Invisibility.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's like you can stomp, then you can throw the Earth Splitter and channel to meteor hammer at the same time. You don't really want to hit it to wake people up anyway. Yep. Right now, Alliance, they don't have a lot of control over that side of the map, no vision here on the entire left hemisphere. Whereas the very deep observer already in the base of Alliance, trying to scout out some of these movements, but right now, nobody's there.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
I'll dig that.
Yep. Oh, he goes smoke, scouting up on his Lycan Wolf. They need a gem very desperately here. It's I figured they'd have the vision advantage with Night Stalker, but no, not really.
I was meant to have this.
Alliance just make a play for the top tier 1 is a relatively free goal. I'm not sure if OG will defend this, considering that, yeah, you know that the smoke, but you don't have a ward in this area. You just have the walls. Might not necessarily be sure about the exact positioning. But something also, S4 still gets the roar off, just try and keep away from Epicenter. There's still plenty of them trying to cap. Good bounce here, but there's also Death Ward forcing Tiger away. He's already used the ward, he could not cancel that himself. Exchange ultimates in the end.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Fortified structures can't be breached.
I could.
fine. No follow-up there right now from Jared. Look at though. Okay, he wants blood. Couple more right clicks. S4 is dead. No roll to protect himself now. Spend some imprisonment just to be safe as Tiger. A sea fly rather isolated here. Do they have another imprisonment? No, they do not. And Boxy also pull down on his ability items though. Heads up play there from the Witch Doctor. Fly able to make his way out of there. An average respawn time. Both teams have a shot, but yeah. 20 seconds until Beast comes back, and do not believe Alliance has scouted this yet. Even if, like, they also don't really have the best Roche lineup, right? I mean, the Solar Press does help them out. Like, how quickly can they actually get this?
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Like a drunk sailor.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Yeah. That was that they placed earlier behind the one tower, and another one on the other side of the map that's about to fire in a minute. Yeah. Oh, they're fighting. Oh yeah, making fun for the Jarex. Couple of right clicks, and the hammer taking away all of the mana. Nothing else. Load with BKB looking for some Death Star. It's not gonna get him from Mika. Run down by No-Tail. Now finds another one on the same box. He's missing first strike. Double kill for him with Tornado as BKB expires resolutions. Okay, not enough control here for that meatball, but he has his own BKB. Tiger with a couple of right clicks here. Loader. Oh, not enough. No-Tail. Tanky. Way too tanky here to be bursted down even after that. And Boxy, well, there's no path anymore. Double kill for Invoker at the end of that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower
Able to claim that very, very convincingly here. This one was Alliance's turn to waste the clips. And, yeah, of course, No-Tail just, he does.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Is this how middle barracks fall?
Second set 2 doesn't easily.
Dire's top barracks have fallen.
Waves are fighting against Dire's top barracks.
Yep. Just like that, game falls apart with the Swedish squad. It's OG get one full set of racks with Mid-Rack top and Rodan. Aegis and Cheese now available for them. That's so much. No-Tail coming in big for just a few seconds. The one team fight he actually has the opportunity to play Zero. Just right-click somebody. Resolution also just showing up with that BKB, the 10-second charge. Much more effective than the one from Loda as it turned out. Oh yeah. 4 cheese is pretty hard though.
I was meant to have
Yeah.
this.
Like soft cheese, you know? Yeah. Pretty good indeed, but... Well, Alliance... We're back here, I mean... You cannot afford to learn a fight like that. You're just gonna lose the rest of this.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Scouting out Boxy as well since Dania, though, down bottom. Well, he's in here, want to find something. Resolution. Get him fast on his feet and catch at least one of them. Yeah, it is Tornado. If you catch both these heroes, staying here with the eyeball stolen will try and slow them down, but just both end up like Boxy with a burn strike away. After this roll has expired, some point of luck double Frost Staff. Alright, and the Blink Dagger.
Dire's bottom shrine is
Keeping him
under
alive,
attack.
certainly important. He's not a buyback, I don't believe. No.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
That cup runneth empty.
Yeah. I mean, this game, it's been even for the longest time. After the team fight, you also see it in that gold graph. There was like a 13-14 swing. A bit of advantage that Alliance had at the beginning of that. And now, up to 9-10 advantage of OG. And we're just getting all the items that they want. After Corn Resolution Loader. Butterfly completed. Okay, no buyback though. Still going then entirely. Not die loader, it's just
Someone should help
he's like
Dire's
one step too far forward.
Dire's
For now it's
top
good.
barracks have
For now we're fine. Grenade woodshot. Yeah. Seems unlikely. Boxy with a burst strike, just trying to slow these creeps down. Meanwhile though, look at those health. Pops BKB. And doesn't even care, just wants to get these buildings. Objective based gaming, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this is called. Yep. They could breeze for the users. But yeah, I mean, Alliance, they could up now. They have to take a fight outside the base. But this vision here, the Hawk, the Spirit, making it so hard to sneak up on people. Oh gee, they can just decide, hey, want to take the fights? Nah, whatever. We can just push and split push and find another opportunity later. So just walk away from that. Yep. Okay, already added again. Things and walls again just for vision. They have them at this point? Yeah, they do on a Night Stalker, so it's gonna be as effective as it used to be. This one still has the cheese if you need to. Munch on some chowder. Yeah. Not ready to roll in. Foxy, well, this is kind of late. Resolution gets the kill. For now, he's not playing him. Getting out of there. Keeping back home. Didn't pull the trigger just yet, but seems like it's only a matter of time. Oh, Link, force up Link Burst Strike. Going on Beast Master as well. Nice force up to the high ground, but Tiger already baiting, but doesn't have the power. Now the BKB Resolution. He wants to get some kills, but at the same time, no tower. Fighting up against Loda here instead of the tower, the bash shoot through. Loda's losing his team fight, losing his man fight right now. Epicenter front just to give OG away at this point so the rest of the lines can reinforce, but Mika, he will spot up in the middle of that. The first one to drop, no buyback on him. The only one who has it on the Dire's side, or the only ones who have it now. It's Loda, Boxy, and Insane is also just again. Hammer though, well, that's also certainly going to be helpful. I think Tornado, EMP, not quite enough to catch Tiger. Barely managed to get out of that AoE, but the tower is already down.
Has fallen.
Yep. Oh. The point even whether wait for the next Roshan, I mean, may already respawn in 45 seconds. Not too far away. Not really willing to give any attack surfers over to Alliance that the kid might be able to use. So just get one or two takeoffs. Get some extra map control back. Just farm their own jungle for a change. They've been kind of stuck in the base for a long time now. The wolves, the hawks. Scouting it now with the 4-star blink forward, but Alliance. Good, pops the BKB, he's trying to fight, but that's what he says. Capel out of here. Boxy finds the burst strike, the Beastmaster, couple 4-stars on the side of OG though. Getting into safety. Oh god, he's already in. BKB TP out those minutes right there. Yeah. Could you fight the Alliance here unless Stania's trying to play around it, but a couple more right clicks will finish him up. He's surfing low at the same time. Tiger is trying to run him down, but Resolute is as fast and does have the blink available. The Eclipse from Loda. Jarek's fly, they're kind of tanky, so lucky enough to instantly burst him down. The right clicks will have to do the. What? How is he still alive? Oh, there we go. Finally pops. Not Tiger with some more, but runs into Resolution as he turns around. Everything being challenged though by Boxy. He's looking for no tail. He is. Doesn't actually get a whole lot of these pulses often like him, but it's gonna be enough. Okay, he was safe for now. They do have a cast bouncing around to the other side. That's for a little bit, but yeah, the Glimmer Cape is enough. They didn't quite have detection already. Oh, they did, but not enough power to burn through it. Right. Yeah. So scrappy these team fights. I'm having a hard time understanding where they're gonna go. All so close. I mean, Elder Titan almost staying alive, Resolution almost dying. Yep.
I'll dig that. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
I was meant to have this.
So forward for Resolution. Good trigger, a couple of right clicks with the gold stab, but Mika keeping him safe. For now, S4 ready. Yeah, they have plenty of follow-up. He scouted them out. Needs to get that killing first though, but now with that hero down, well, and certainly can't fight this even if they don't want to might have had a shot, but okay in the middle. Doesn't help him. Teammates, Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shot now. Pretty good for the shot though. See like the like to see the double Earthspur of the lyrics. He's getting the jump instead. Yep. There you go, GP. Now this is the time. With everything that you could possibly want to just take a team fight, even if you lose your heroes, even if you drop like Resolution, going to ham, doesn't matter because I feel like a team fight would last long enough for them to just right click down on this rack of the summons. Yep. Little automatic with the pops BKB here. I guess they help from Mickey instead. Strike. Share between a couple of creeps. Stumble connect, but just clicking in. That's all for the robot. Loso will make that very difficult. Nordic gets backed up on the BKB. Still getting the stamper from Nortel here. This attack not gonna be enough to keep him safe. And gets backed up again in middle man. That's four. With the first second already here in this tower. On both of these cores, they all fight back. First strike. Blocked by Lincoln for some stupid reason. As OG with these buybacks, they still respect the Alliance enough to say, nope, we're not sticking around. We're just gonna take another team fight once we've got all the cooldowns back. Or maybe right now, this burst back coming through onto Jarek, but just no burst, there's no damage. Relief is still there with tornadoes, EMPs, everything. The Earth Splitter, very good angle here. Gonna only step back Tiger still. Boxy still gets another strike up. Make it time. Back it back his arms here from Jarex. Resolution can continue to right click after all though, but does trigger the ages. Couple of ounces from here. Reload. I will go second time though. Triple kill for Resolution, and he's not done yet. Blink across the other side, pops him down to BKB. Just starts right between cast spells anymore. S4 can't help him out. Mickey making it. Just barely back to the fountain. The burst strike and Revolution from Boxy. He's trying to do what he can, but cannot sit there in the sandstorm and expect to stay safe. But that Nortel, of course, like in getting built.